Atoms and molecules. Ancient Indian and Greek philosophers have always wondered about the unknown and unseen form of matter. The idea of a divisibility of matters was considered long back in India. Around 500 BC, an Indian philosopher, Maharshi Kanad, postulated that if we go on dividing matter, we shall get smaller and smaller particles. Ultimate stage will come when we shall come across the smallest particle beyond which further division will not be possible. He named these particles परमाणु. क्या दिया गया? परमाणु. Another Indian philosopher, Pakud Katyayama, elaborated this doctrine and said that these particles normally exist in a combined form, which gives us various forms of matter. Around the same era, ancient Greek philosophers Democritus and Leucippus suggested that if we go on a dividing matter, a stage will come when particles obtained cannot be divided further. है ना, जब मैटर को डिवाइड करेंगे तो एक ऐसा आएगा, ये विल कम व्हेन पार्टिकल्स ऑब्टेन कैन नॉट बी डिवाइडेड फर्दर. फिर इसको आप डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, इतने छोटे स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल आएंगे. Democritus called these individual particles atom, meaning individual. All this was based on a philosophical consideration and not much experimental work to validate these ideas could be done till the 18th century. By the end of the 18th century, scientists recognized the difference between elements and compounds and naturally became interested in finding out how and why elements combined and what happens when they combine. है ना, क्यों combine करते हैं और combine करते हैं तो क्या होता है. Antoine L. Lavoisier laid the foundation of a chemical science by establishing two important laws of chemical combination. Laws of a chemical combination. The following two laws of a chemical combination were established after much experimentation by Lavoisier and Joseph L. Proust. Joseph L. Proust. Law of a conservation of mass. Is there a change in mass when a chemical change? Is there a change in mass when a chemical reaction take place? Take out of the following sets X and Y of chemicals X or Y: copper sulfate, sodium carbonate, barium chloride, sodium sulfate, lead nitrate, sodium chloride. Prepare separately a 5% solution of any one pair of substances listed under X and Y, each in 10 milliliter in water. Take a little amount of a solution of Y is a conical flask and some solution is X is an ignition tube. Hang the ignition tube in the flask carefully. See that the solution do not get mixed. ठीक है, मिक्स नहीं करना है, ऐसे डालना है फ्लास्क को. पुट अ कॉर्क ऑन द फ्लास्क. Weigh the flask with its contents carefully. Now tilt and swirl the flask so that the solution X and Y get mixed. Wait again. फिर वेट करेंगे उसे अगेन. What happens in the reaction flask? Do you think that a chemical reaction has taken place? Yes. Why should we put a cork on the mouth of the flask? Does the mass of the flask and its contents change? Law of a conservation of a mass states that a mass can neither be created nor destroyed in the chemical reaction. Law of a constant proportions. Lavoisier, along with other scientists, noted that many compounds were composed of two or more elements, and each such compound had the same elements in the same proportion, irrespective of where the compound came from or who prepared it. In a compound such as water, the ratio of the mass of hydrogen to the mass of oxygen is always 1:8. Whatever the source of water, thus, if 9 gram of water is decomposed, 1 gram of hydrogen and 8 gram of oxygen are always obtained. Similarly, in ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen are always present in the ratio of 14 or ratio 3 by mass, whatever the method or the source of form from which it is obtained. This led to the law of a constant proportion, which is also known as the law of a definite proportions. This law was stated by a Proust as in a chemical substance the elements are always present in definite proportion by mass. The next problem faced by a scientist was to give approximate explanation of these laws. British chemist John Dalton provided the basic theory about the nature of matter. Dalton picked up the idea of indivisibility of matter, which was still then just a philosophy. He took the name atoms as given by the Greeks and said that the smallest particles of matter are atoms. His theory was based on the laws of a chemical combination. Dalton's atomic theory provided an explanation for the law of conservation of a mass and the law of a definite proportion. John Dalton was born in a poor weaver's family, 1766, in England. He began his career as a teacher at the age of 12. 7 years later, he became a school principal. In the 1793, Dalton left for Manchester to teach mathematics, physics, and chemistry in a college. He spent most of the life there teaching and researching. In 1808, he presented his atomic theory, which was a turning point in the study of matter. According to the Dalton's atomic theory, all matter, whether an element, a compound, or a mixture, is composed of a small particles called atoms. Okay. The postulates of this theory may be stated as follows. All matter is made of every tiny particles called atoms. सब जितने भी मैटर्स होते हैं किससे बने होते हैं? टाइनी पार्टिकल से बने होते हैं. Which particles in a chemical reaction? Atoms are individual particles which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Atoms of a given elements are identical in a mass and chemical properties. Atoms of a different elements have a different masses and chemical properties. Atoms combine in the ratio of a small whole number to form compounds. The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant is a given compound. You will study in this next chapter that all atoms are made of a still smaller particles. Now, what is atom? Have you ever observed a Manson